Just going on douches. I got everything done at the gym I needed to except for one thing, but I'll probably add another day to the gym routine and do that and like a rowing machine or something like that. Okay. So, look, the best way I can describe all this bullshit is sometimes, like, there's various ways you can leave a job. Putting your 2 weeks is the best way. That way you leave on good terms, right? The contract could end and it doesn't get rebid. There's no longer a need for you, right? You're not fired. You ended on good terms, right? Then there's times when you're fired and you're not eligible for rehire for whatever reason. Like, apparently I'm ineligible for rehire at Red Lobster because I didn't want to do what some old fucking whore who was like 50 when I was 21 wanted me to do, and I told her off. I don't give a shit. Red Lobster can suck my balls. But that's called fired, eligible, not eligible for rehire. Okay. Stephanie is dumped, not eligible for rehire. Okay. She doesn't understand that. I don't care about that smut scene. I care about the fact that she did that after she tried to get with me and all that bullshit. And I kept telling her that I don't believe you. I think you're up to something. And I literally caught her red-handed and all this other bullshit. No, she should have done this and then hit me up. Then I couldn't say shit about it. But I'm not putting up with this bullshit because then I have to put up with more bullshit. No, no, fuck no. No, she's dumped, not eligible for rehire. It's that simple. Now she's badgering me all day. These stupid bot comments of hers. Um, who is the biggest parasocial, whatever the fuck? Because I'm telling her all her fans how she's like retarded and shit, and now she's trying to get a rise out of me. You still don't know about Miami with Kevin and Stephanie in Miami? I said I don't care. Why don't you just tell me? Oh, if you don't care, I won't tell you. So I had since ChatGPT has a GPT 4.0 or whatever the fuck it is for the API thingamajiggy. I had that do a Google hacking search for me to find stuff about Kevin Nish and Tiffany Young and Miami. And what I found was from 2016, 2017, something where it's him and her looking at some palm trees, and it says the summer or endless summer. Then underneath the comments, there's like this fucking paragraph of paragraphs of some douche who's talking about some documentary or where they've specifically stated that they're not dating and that they're kind of just using that to try to like build Stephanie's career because she doesn't have a life. Her entire life is spent living in a dorm and like eating ice cubes and shit like that. So that's why everything she does is stealing other people's ideas and trying to pretend to be cool. She doesn't give a fuck about tattoos. I talked to her about tattoos while I was drunk, and I probably mentioned how like our cousin's friend had a tattoo shop that was famous for a while, and I'm pretty sure it was on. I told her that it was on BET, so she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do BET shit now." I was drunk, and I told you something that happened to some members of my family back in like 1999, and you were like, "Well, I'm gonna go be a BET whore." Look, I told you when I was younger, they would call me the marshmallow and the hot chocolate. The tattoo shop was called Black Ink Tattoo, ENQUE. You can look it up. I don't give a fuck. This is like 30 years ago now, right? Anyways, anyways, she just retarded. I'm not going to accept a whore who does smut scenes. No. You should have told them, no, I'm not going to do this smut scene. I'm going to break the contract. Because you didn't do that, the contract you had, there was no contract, but I'm metaphorically speaking, the relationship contract she wanted, that she badgered from me, she broke that. Instead of breaking her contract with Sublime and that stupid whore fucking smut movie, she broke her contract with me. This is the kicker, okay? They asked her to be in the movie. She asked me to be in the relationship, which I don't even claim as a relationship. I was like, this is like high school bullshit. You haven't grown up yet. You know, she badgered me for years to do that, and then she broke her own terms. Why the fuck would I want to renegotiate with her? There's nothing to negotiate. She can stay the fuck away from me. Okay, I've had a crush on Tiffany Young for years. Then I found out a few years ago I already did all that. So, okay, great. I have a crush on Gloria Song now and Minjujo and Smoothie Bitch and all that others. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Okay, because none of this shit matters. None of it matters. Okay? At some point in time, something's going to happen. I'm going to start doing something else. I'll get a new routine and I'll just keep on doing that. I would very much like to make my routine be again run 5 miles a week or so. That way, when I meet a hot ass Asian bitch who I can plow all night long, she has multiple orgasms, at least 5. That way, I get rubbed down with mustard oil and pumice stone feet and all that bullshit again. That was awesome as fuck. Like, I don't want to do any of this bullshit. Like, there's got to be some Asian bitch who wants to get plowed all night so she can make babies and have mommy blogs while I pay all the bills. Like, you could have stolen the $100,000, even the 10,000 from the child, and been like, I got a baby crib. I got some presents for the family. I got some cooking classes, so that way, blah, 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 blah. You could have done anything other than be a rap whore and a smut actress, and I wouldn't have given a shit. No, you did this to yourself. You're dumped, not eligible for rehire.